I'll take that off. What are you trying? Why'd you run away?
Because I didn't want it like all over the back of all this stuff. We did it. We did it.
Welcome back to our Gold Road. We did it. We finally cleaned the black tanks. We bought this Camco Black Tank. Okay. So we bought this Camco tank rinser about a year ago and haven't used it yet, but we decided to give our black tank a thorough cleaning right before we winterize our trailer.
Let's be honest, we haven't used it yet because who wants to do that? Right? It's the black tank, right?
Black tank. Yes.
It's just a black tank.
Definitely not something I wanted to do.
We were
procrastinating, but we did it this year because we wanted to do it before we winterize. So before we decided to do all this, I had to turn it on to test it and see what it looks like, how the thing works inside the tank before I just stick it inside the tank. Because there's some that spin. Ours just has 4 holes at the bottom of this PVC pipe.
And you turn it.
And you turn it on and off. Yeah, you have to twist the whole thing.
And you're going to twist it.
So I had to see how it works.
And we wanted to see the water pressure.
We did. And the water pressure depends on how high you turn it on. Because at first we turned it on low and it was kind of sad.
And this is what it looks like.
So it is on?
Yes. You want me to turn it up higher?
This might be anticlimactic.
It's not bad.
What? Why don't you leave it on?
Oh.
That's not good. Let's turn it up, Daphne.
Turn it up a little bit.
Hey.
No, that's gonna do 0 things.
That's
Okay, now put your hand on it and see if that's enough. I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna do better than 0.
Yeah,
I have my reservations.
But we're still gonna try it. We're still gonna use it.
But was it full blast? We don't know.
I don't know about full blast because I don't know what you turned it on. When
I was on full blast.
Okay.
I know that they say don't exceed 100 psi, but
we weren't 100 psi.
I saw Daphne turned it up, but it looked piddly. So when it was my turn, cranked it.
So we weren't really sure if this was gonna work, but it did. It worked.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show you how. Step 1 is prepping the black tank, which means
Yeah, you gotta prep
filling
for this process. So you gotta fill that black tank up to make sure it drains all out. It's a sexy part of camping, right here.
What is it? What are you doing?
Yeah. So this trip, there's no way we did enough, poop and pee to get anything into our black tank. So I like to add more water to our black tank, just to make sure it has, enough whoosh to get everything out into that black hose instead of just a putter down the drain.
Grab our beautiful Valterra hose that we mentioned before in our last video, or one of our last videos.
Fits in the bumper.
Fits in the bumper. You only need one for this project. Then we're gonna hook up our sexy black tank. Oh, I need the adapter. That's not gonna work. Luckily we have a full hookup side on this one because we're going to do this right before we winterize, and this is our last trip, so we can do this before we head home. Then the second step,
Empty the black tank.
empty the black tank. You got to make sure everything's out of the black tank. So after that, your step 3 is basically just going to be leaving the black tank open because you want the water to flush out as you're rinsing it out. So make sure you leave your black tank open. You don't want it to fill back up with all the stuff you just washed off with.
And by the way, you're using a non-drinking hose, right? You're not like using the same hose you would hook up your fresh water to.
Yeah, non-drinking hose. All sewer things are non-drinking hose related.
Right.
So
Just
make
so
sure you
we're
do
clear.
that. Warning, warning, warning. We'll put those everywhere if you want. So then step 4 was actually connecting it to the hose and sticking it into the toilet.
You got to put it in through one of your windows. Pull it in through your window to your toilet, and then you're going to insert it into your toilet. Should be on full.
Some people say close the toilet flap a little bit to keep it from spewing up. We actually wrapped just a plastic bag around it just to make sure that no water sprayed up, because And it turned out to be a good thing because as I was doing it, I could tell that water would be spraying up because I could hear it hitting the bag.
Yeah.
So wrap something else around it.
Remove all your toothbrushes.
Yeah, remove any bath products away from the area to make sure they don't get dirty. So then step 5, after you rinse it out well, I'd have somebody watching the outside because when I thought it was time to stop, Donna
It wasn't time to stop.
Okay, you turn the water off.
No. I think you should keep going. Chunks are coming down and I don't know how that is possible. So you should just keep going. So it's working because chunks are coming out and we did drain the tank. So it's knocking something loose. There's still chunks coming out, so I guess we just keep going. Like
Donna
you just gotta let it go. And let me tell you, this is what I saw. So first, it looks like a cleanish black tank emptying. And then it's like brownish water, but chunks are coming out. I was surprised. I was watching through my clear elbow. You know what I'm talking about.
I was not expecting the black chunks, or the chunks to come out.
And then, because remember we had already drained the black tank, and then the water gets a little bit clearer. Chunks still coming out. I was like, no, babe, keep going. So then the water's clearing up, chunks still coming out. We just kept going until it was just clear water.
So make it a 2-person team. So one person can watch the progress as the other person doing the work. So you know when it's time to stop. You don't stop prematurely.
And
So-
then we filled it up again, right?
Yep. And then after we decided we were done rinsing off enough,
Close the black tank.
close the black tank, fill it
Fill it
back
up.
up again, and then we're gonna flush out all the stuff we just rinsed off, all the extra stuff we just rinsed off for the final time. You're doing great.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
Oh, wait, look. Oh my gosh.
You missed it. It was like a rush of yuck.
Was it a rush of yuck? I
Yeah, and
didn't
now
see
look how
anything.
clear it is. It's almost drinkable.
And then pull the gray tank.
And then rinse your hose with the gray tank like you do when you're typically dumping your tanks.
And honestly, the gray tank water was dirtier than the black tank water. I mean, this water's going to be dirtier than the black tank we just emptied.
What? This
It
one's
worked.
dirtier than the one? Yeah, it did work.
So what do we think? What do we think?
Yeah, it worked out well. You definitely have to move it around because you go up and down and twist it side to side and twist the actual nozzle because the holes, even if you go up and down, they're not going to move unless you twist the nozzle yourself.
It wasn't
So-
expensive, right?
no, it wasn't expensive.
It
We'll
wasn't.
leave a link in the description for this product. But
like I
it
said in the
worked.
video, I had my reservations, but the water was running clear. I would say yes. I wouldn't probably do it more than once a season though.
And it's shorter than some of the swivel ones, so it's easier to store as well. It's another reason why we decided to get it, because easy storage. So 2 wins. We like it.
Let's review something more fun next time.
If you like that video, click right now to check out another video we have of the Valterra sewer hose that actually fits in the bumper of our vintage Avian. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on Our Gold Road.